Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel. I'm an author, speaker, blogger, and I love to share spiritual teachings with a touch of color. Today, a video about the importance of finding balance between being and doing. We are now in the Aquarian age. We've left behind the Piscean age, and it's super important to follow these tips to find this equilibrium between this philosophy or this way of being that we were trained to be in. Do more, you know, there's the whole Nike slogan, just do it, no pain, no gain. I know because I lived with those slogans and I followed them for years. I used to be a corporate lawyer. I was burnt out. I would drink 5 coffees a day just to keep up the energy. And unbeknownst to me, I was operating from a wounded masculine within me. Why? Because I was trying to prove my value to society, to the world, to my family, to my friends by being this person, a fake person, a fake version of me, because I'm not that person in reality. So in this new era, the Aquarian age, we are asked, the energies are really powerfully aligning us with a more balanced way of being. So you take inspired action, you follow the guidance of your spirit, of your soul, you follow your soul's contract, however you want to phrase it, and then you let yourself receive. It's supposed to be a beautiful dance between doing and receiving, which means that once you've followed the inner guidance, you've created your channel, your book, your business, whatever it is you feel called to do, your documentary, then you let it go and let the universe bring you through receptivity what it is that you came here to receive. So it's super important to find balance within. And I know it's not easy because we were trained by a society that pushed us with a mindset of fear. There was lack. You always had to get more, do more, to receive more, when in fact, that's not the way humans are meant to be. We are just meant to be creative beings of light with an open heart and allow the universe to bring to us what we need when we need it. We're not supposed to be chasing stuff all the time. That is operating from a place of lack and woundedness. Also, I came across this book that I had purchased a few years ago. It's entitled Reconnecting with the Love Energy, and it's super powerful because the chapter that I read this morning said that if you feel exhausted, it means that you're either operating in resistance or you're not using your higher power. So if you're working in a job and you're exhausted by noon, you're not following the guidance of your soul. You are operating outside of your higher power, higher love, higher consciousness, because when you're inspired, the energy comes naturally. You don't need a 4th cup of coffee. You don't need to go to Starbucks for the 3rd time in the same morning to be inspired. It just flows through you because it's such a powerful energy of creation. So I invite you to ask yourself, do I feel inspired? Do I feel like I'm following the guidance of my soul? Do I feel exhausted? Because if I feel exhausted, it's either of 2 things. You're in resistance, which means you're in your fears. I know when I started my YouTube channel, I was afraid, what are people going to think? So I felt this resistance, and resistance is exhausting. It's exhausting. So you have to work on that. Release the fear, do it anyway, and then do what you love. If you love talking about sports, talk about sports. If you love talking about cooking, talk about cooking. By being intimately linked to your passion. When your purpose is intimately linked to your passion, the energy flows through you. It's like magic. I'm here to talk about eco-fashion, to write books, to give workshops, and when I'm doing that, I feel so alive. I never look at my watch. I hosted a women's retreat a couple of weeks ago. I never once looked at my watch. never looked at my watch except at the end of the night, when then I was totally toast because I had spent all this beautiful energy hosting the retreat. But it wasn't out of boredom, it was just my body needing sleep. So it's very important, we're still at the beginning of the year, for you to ask yourself, am I doing too much? Am I aligned with my soul purpose? Am I happy? Am I exhausted by noon or 3 o'clock? Do I rely on outside sources for energy, caffeine? If so, why? Why? Because the source energy, higher power, is very powerful. You don't need an extra cup of coffee. You don't need sugar to do what you came here to do. Usually our passions are an indication of what our mission, our soul purpose is. And when you're passionate, energy flows through you. It's the energy of creation. It's the energy of God. It's God power. So in this new era, it's super important to find an equilibrium, a balance between doing and being. If by 3 o'clock you've already accomplished many tasks on your life purpose, then it's fine to go for a walk in nature, to connect with nature, to meditate, to wrap yourself up in a blanket and read an inspiring book. That's the balance that the universe wants you to have in this life, this new way of being, this new lifestyle. Not this work, grind. That's not the way the universe wants us to operate. My spirit guides have a hell of quite a sense of humor, incredible sense of humor, because if I work too much, they shut down my computer. My computer screen literally becomes black, and I always start laughing and I say, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna meditate, because I've done enough for today. That's enough. I don't need to find myself exhausted. I've already contributed enough in that day. It's time for me to rest, to receive, and to be happy, basically, because who wants to be burnt out? Burnout is a clear sign that you're on the wrong path. You are not listening to your higher power, or you're in resistance. So ask yourself these questions. Go within. Find balance between doing and receiving. Follow the laws of the universe, the laws of the universe about abundance. I have many videos about that on my channel, and you will attract money easily. Money comes to you when you know it's coming. It's as easy as that. You know it's coming. You don't worry about it. And you feel the vibration of being in gratitude and receptivity. We need to learn how